Our lead this hour comes from Pro Bouncy Ball, a game that ended about within the last hour or so, give or take, since we cracked the microphones here. The Western Conference semifinals, the second round of the NBA playoffs. They go on forever. This is why the NBA players don't even try during the regular season. The playoffs started in April. They'll go all the way through June, most of June. I haven't looked at the final dates on that, but a made-for-TV matchup. The league office's wet dream. They love the stars. So you had Stephen Curry on one side for the Warriors hosting LeBron James and the Lakers on the other side. And a above-the-marquee matchup here in San Francisco. And that is where we begin. I don't know if you saw this game. Maybe you did not watch. You were doing something else. You might have missed it. No idea. But Anthony Davis had a big stat line, 30 points, 23 rebounds. The Lakers, though, blew a 14-point lead and barely held off the Warriors 117-112 as the game goes the way of LA. Lakers get a 1-0 series lead over Golden State. Game 2 back in the Bay Area in San Francisco on Thursday. So that is game number 2. But let's discuss what just happened here. The question, all right, what was the difference in game 1 for the Lakers to get the victory? So I've got the Holy Trinity. I've also got payroll and measuring tape. And we will combine all of these things together, and we are going to make some sourdough bread. Some nice, fresh sourdough bread is what we're going to make. So, when you break down the game and you ask the question, what's the difference for the Lakers in game number 1, a lot of low-information people will say, it's Anthony Davis. Oh, look at the stat line. I'm horny. He was so good. They're like that. They're idiots. People are idiots like that. All right, they didn't watch the game. They're, look at that. Well, they big numbers. Monster game. Now, I disagree with that, okay? And I realize where I'm about to go, nobody who's on the payroll for the NBA, which means business partners of the NBA, the broadcasters for the NBA, they're not allowed to go where I'm going to go. They can't do it. They'd lose their job. You understand, right? They want to keep their job. They make a lot of money. These are good jobs, right? My experience with the people that cover the NBA, they think they work for the NBA, that they're chummy with the people that work for the league, and so they don't really want to go anywhere. They don't want to go down the dark alleys you have to go down. They don't want to do that. So the mainstream will avoid it. Now, doing the overnight show, we're not part of the mainstream here. We are not, and we don't have to follow the rules of engagement that the mainstream media does. But so we'll go there, okay? We'll go there, and we can do it. We're in the safe harbor here late at night. But this game was about the Angels. Not the Anaheim Angels, not the Los Angeles Angels, the Guardian Angels. And I think if you saw the game, with I know they say LA's named the City of Angels, but it's really, with apologies to our friends in Mexico, it's the Guardian Angels. Always seem to pop up in Laker playoff games, don't they? I mean, this was, even by NBA standards, this was masterpiece theater by the NBA. If you saw the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're the Lakers, you got to give game balls out to number 8, Mark Davis, number 14, Ed Malloy, and number 3, Nick Bookert, I believe is his name. I haven't even heard of that guy. But that right there is the Holy Trinity. All right, Mark Davis, Ed Malloy, and the other guy, the Holy Trinity for the Lakers, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And holy cannoli, they don't even try to hide it. We're at the point now they don't even try to hide the bias. It's unreal. Now, I gave some stats out at the end of the regular season. The Lakers, without official interference, had a losing record the final 2 months of the season. But seemingly every official's in the back pocket of the purple and gold, and so they benefited from an unreal disparity of officiating bias in their favor. And it's like a hockey game. You watch the Lakers play in a playoff game. Typically it's like a hockey game, but the team, the Lakers, are always on the power play, and the opposition is always shorthanded. And this game, I mean, I don't even need to. I don't even say anything. I'll have 29-6. 29-6. Hello, 29-6. Disparity in foul shot attempts. So if you do the math, the Lakers had 25 points from the foul line. Golden State had 5. 5. That's it. 5. All right, so my computer-like brain tells me that's plus 20, courtesy of the Holy Trinity, the NBA officiating crew that was assigned to this game. So plus 20, which means without the Holy Trinity, the NBA meddling with the outcome of this game, the Golden State Warriors beat the Lakers by 15 points if it's an even game. If the Lakers don't have their thumb on the scale, Golden State is 15 points better than the Lakers. 15! It's ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying that should be completely even. I'm not saying that at all. But this was a big brother, not Big Brother Jake that used to work on the show. This is a big brother situation is what this is. And, maybe I'm wrong in this, but I thought the goal of officiating was to let the players decide the game. Maybe that's changed, but when I was young, I was let the players decide the game and all that. And the way you do that is you don't tip the scales one direction or the other. You have the players decide the game. You should never have that big a disparity, and it's embarrassing. Now, my favorite part of this, and I've been doing this job a long time, and the entire time I've done it, it's only gotten worse, is there's a word for the Laker historians, and the word is obtuse. They are so far into the weeds, they don't even realize what's going on. It's fascinating. It is a great mind hack. They're totally oblivious. They play these playoff games 8-on-5, and they don't think anything of it. Well, no, that was a good officiating game.
What's wrong with your Clippers?
I think that was good, yeah. Yet again, the other room, behind the glass, playing Clipper drops because they wish they were fans of the Clippers, the People's team.
What is still wrong with the Clippers?
Exactly. Play all your little drops because you can't push back on the argument. Now, page 2 here. Now, listen, Golden State, who gets to wear the shame bell for the Warriors? Well, the NBA gets to wear the shame bell. But we mentioned the officials already. Now, I'm going to circle one guy here, Draymond Green. Now, I had my eye on Draymond here. He's under the microscope, and he deserves to be under the microscope because some information came out recently which should be very troubling to every Golden State Warrior fan. And I'll tell you why. He is such a fanboy of LeBron James, Draymond Green. It makes you wonder if there's some funny business going on. Watching him play, he made no impact. I know he's not going to score points. He's not going to go bonkers on offense. But Draymond's supposed to be a premier defensive player. And he's changed. Draymond has changed. The great wrestler Miro told me that I have changed. But Draymond Green, years ago. But Draymond Green has changed. Okay, and is it true that Draymond Green is on LeBron's payroll? Is it true? Well, if you check the School of Accounting, Draymond Green plays represented by Clutch Sports. Now, LeBron James, well, he doesn't technically own Clutch Sports. Without LeBron James, there is no Clutch Sports. That is nothing. It does not exist. LeBron is the reason that exists. And he's in bed with everyone who's behind that. And Draymond Green is also in bed with Clutch Sports. And I mentioned Draymond's changed, but he's changed over the years. So I think it was 2020. I believe I'm right on that. 2020, LeBron's agency Clutch joined forces with Draymond Green. And since then, I have noticed that Draymond Green, when he plays LeBron, he's very frazzled. He wasn't like that before. LeBron used to punch LeBron in the nuts, or Draymond would punch LeBron in the nuts and kick him and things like that. But now he seems very gracious. Like, very gracious. I'm not sensing the same passion. And it's almost like he's reluctant to engage LeBron on defense. And it's like, well, I know Draymond doesn't shoot a lot, but maybe occasionally you just allow the Lakers, when LeBron's matched up with Draymond, it's like LeBron it's like a designated hitter. You just worry about offense. You don't worry about defense. Draymond doesn't even try to do anything. I don't sense the same passion. from Draymond. There was like faux outrage at one point in the game, but he didn't engage. If you're not going to engage, Draymond, you suck. You're terrible on offense. If you're not going to engage, you're taking up space. And again, I get it. Listen, he's part of Clutch Sports. Everyone's in bed with each other in the NBA, and that's how they run their business. Nobody seems to have a problem with it. Everyone seems okay with it. But I sensed a lukewarm Draymond Green. Lukewarm was the temperature for him. No pep in his step for most of the game. All right, last word here. So did anything happen in Game 1 between the Lakers and Warriors that is causing us to change our opinion on the series? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are sticking to our guns here. I'm shaking my head. No on this. Now, we picked the Warriors in 5. We are sticking with that pick. The Warriors will win the next 4 games in this series. It's a feeling out process. Okay, it's a feeling out process. It's like the sweet science, if you will, right? Boxing, you go into the ring, you get the measuring tape out, you got to try to figure out what's going on with your opponent. Now, be patient. And you take your time and the beginning part of a fight, you figure things out. But the officials, I will tell you this, if the officials are going to call the game like this, then forget about it. I mean, the Warriors can't win. They might as well forfeit the next 3 games. It was embarrassing. It was one of the most. I thought Tim Donaghy had come back and times 3. It was so egregious what was going on out there. But again, Tim Donaghy helped the Lakers out. There's a pattern there. Why did he do that? Well, I think we know why he did that. But assuming the game. You know why? Also, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis can score 35 points a game, 20 rebounds. No, he's not. The man is a human croissant. He's flaky. He's flaky is what he is, okay? And just like when you try to eat a croissant, what happens? You get covered in bread confetti. And that's Anthony Davis. This guy will take a game off here. He'll get hurt over there. And that's the other thing. His genetics, I'm a distant relative of Nostradamus. Anthony Davis is a distant relative of Humpty Dumpty. That's his relative. Okay, so he's going to get hurt. Lower back, knee, shoulder, finger, hand, you name it. He'll go down at some point. And it's a pretty simple situation if the game's called squarely by the NBA, which is a big ask. It's a big ask at this point, but it's pretty simple. Just play a zone defense. The Lakers can't shoot. LeBron James is living up to his LeBrick nickname. In the postseason, LeBron has attempted 49 three-point shots. He's 9 out of 49. LeBrick is shooting 18% from the outside. So you just essentially, if you're ask, but you just play the zone defense. Warriors did that. They got back and tied the game down 14 with a late run. The zone defense is a big part of that. So you play the zone defense and you say, okay, if these stiffs on the Lakers that aren't very good, like D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves and guys like that, make shots, fine. But that's not going to happen. So you don't have to worry about it. All right.